What a night. Yeah. I need to know that. I think I'll go mining tonight.
Stop, stranger! Please desist.
But you're not an Enderman. But how?
I am many things, stranger. A beast, an abomination, a cursed being, a lost soul. But no, I am not an Enderman. Well, at least not yet. Can I...
Who did you used to be?
I used to be a soldier in... Well, I was a soldier in the Great War of 1.8, the Day of the Enderman. In that war, I found... Well, I guess that's a story for another day. Can I...
Excuse my manners. Come on in. What happened exactly?
I believe it was my break, and I was strolling through the lands while I came across this.
Is that an Ender Pearl?
Indeed it is.
I've only ever heard of it in stories and seen them in pictures, but never seen one.
Well, I am sure the stories and the pictures you have seen deceive its true nature, for it is a key to great and wonderful power. But, as always, all power comes with consequences, and I was transformed into this
Oh
for
my.
misusing that power. A truly tragic tale. But that's basically it. I fell into greed and misused the power of this great and wonderful artifact.
I am sorry. But what is your goal here? Why are you here?
I seek only to find a cure for my ailment, if you will. And I was hoping, well, almost hoping that it would be around here somewhere. I've been traveling for quite a while now.
I'm sorry I'm not able to help you with that. But I have heard stories.
Stories of what, dwarf?
There is a shaman. One that can bestow the power to cure your ailment. However,
Really? This is great news.
I've only known it as a story. Although,
Well,
seeing that pearl makes me believe whether they are truth.
well,
He is said
this is
to be living in a tree. But
a tree. Most trees aren't capable for living unless a jungle tree, of course. I have heard that many tribes make their houses on top of jungle trees.
I've never been in a jungle personally. There isn't one around here, so... Oh,
I would beg to differ. You see,
Uh,
before our paths crossed, I was walking across that large hill over there. Beyond that hill, I saw a vast jungle. Too bad it was too foggy to see anything else on the floor.
hmm.
But I definitely saw a jungle, and perhaps a shaman could be living there, or at least a tribe that could lead us to him.
Well, traveller, are you in any need of resources for your trip?
Well, I have my trusty leather armor, my iron sword, it has served me well, and a fair supply of food. Not to mention this.
Did you
Dark.
need any more tool-making equipment, such as iron?
Well, I could use a helmet to protect my face, if you will, from any strangers we find across the path.
I believe I have some spare in a chest. Now, bear with me. I have for you your helmet.
Thank you.
And I guess I'll keep the pork for myself. Now, as you have passed the jungle, would you mind leading the way?
Very well. One more thing. On my way up here, due to my newfound powers, I noticed this grave.
It's my beloved wife, Georgia.
Oh,
She lived
I
until
am
the
sorry
age of
for your loss.
215. Her death was tragic.
I am truly sorry for your loss, dwarf.
God bless her soul. Please lead the way.
Very well.
I must admit, I rarely get out of the house for anything like this. I've never come across strangers as often.
That's strange. Many dwarves are meant to have tales of grand adventures and such.
My adventures stopped when my wife appeared in my life.
Hmm. But you must know stories that your
I
family
always know
must
of
have told you.
stories.
Well, they
The-
may prove us useful yet.
Mm.
They certainly have. They certainly
Whoa,
have for me.
whoa, what on earth is this?
Seems to
And,
be a tent
and a
with a
king?
campfire,
What? A king?
dressed in royal robes.
Oh,
I'm sorry to startle you. Who are you?
I am the king. My name is Shano. Um, please, put your sword away. I haven't come across many people across here, but you
May I
came to
ask,
me. It's quite a shock.
what are you doing in this part of the wilderness?
Well, I was ruling my empire, and I kind of had to flee because of some, let's say, unfortunate circumstances.
And what would they be?
Well, we had these explosions going off. We thought they were basically blocks of TNT being tested, but they were moving about. They were green.
I
The
know
creeper?
exactly what you're. Yeah, possibly the creeper.
You say people. I prefer to call it vermin, whatever it's called. Now, what are you?
It seems you have passed my disguise, if you will.
I can see your feet are a bit dark and your arms seem a bit different.
Not to mention half my body.
Well, that was covered. covered, but now you mention it. Do you mind if I ask what happened?
Merely I was fighting in the war and came across one of these.
Hmm. Is that an ender pill?
Indeed it is.
Hmm. Do you mind if I have a closer look at that?
Be my guest. Just try not to toss it around anywhere.
Hmm. Yes. I remember these. To begin. I remember these. I used to have these all in the chest. No one dared touch them. They were all well protected. Bodyguards. I've heard what they can do to people, and looks like you're one of the victims.
Indeed. But how many, may I ask, had you kept in one place?
We had a couple of double chests full of these.
Are you insane? That much power could lead to disastrous results.
That's what I was thinking. But hey ho, that's the way the world goes nowadays. Where are you two off anyway?
We're off to search for a shaman that will hopefully be able to cure his ailment.
A shaman, you say?
Yes.
Well, what kind of fighting equipment do you both have on you?
I own a sword.
And I own a leather tunic and iron helmet with a trusty iron sword.
Hmm. Hang on a moment. I think I can make you something for your journey.
Excuse me? What would this be?
Well, I kind of saw it in my mum's old recipe book. Please do not be startled.
A
A
bow?
bow.
One of these might help you. Now, who would like to take
I was
this?
always a horrible shot. Always preferred to go up close to the enemy. I think my dwarven associate here would be a better shot.
I'll take my chances.
Okay. I was wondering, did you need any arrows as well?
Yes, that would be very helpful, to be honest.
Hmm.
There's no point
Well-
having a bow without any ammo.
Well,
True.
I think I'll take a test shot.
Oh,
Be careful.
dear. It seems you have alerted.
It was one of those beasts.
The creeper. If it had come anywhere near us, we would have been long gone by now.
Now, I'm sorry to trouble you, but do you have any food? As I've been out here all alone for a couple
Yes.
of weeks now.
I do myself. I do not
alright.
need most of it, but I can give you the rest.
I may be able to spare some for you as well.
Oh, thank you very much for your generosity. This is very nice. Oh,
You're welcome.
no. Sorry, what again were you looking for? A shaman, did you say?
Yes.
A shaman.
Right. Do you have a rough idea where this is?
I'm afraid not.
Um,
I've only heard of stories, and stories rarely get me far.
But
How-
we know as much as the shaman quite possibly living in a tree, and I suppose that the only suitable trees worth living in, unlike these small ones, would be jungle trees.
Have you looked at the big oak?
Big oak.
It's the biggest tree in the jungle. We call it the big oak because it's big and it's really thick.
Right.
Uh, mm. What would I need to give you? Now, do you think you are well equipped for your journey?
As well
Um,
equipped as I'll ever be.
Well,
As am I.
maybe you need some of these.
Ah, torches. Light up the dark from any unwanted visitors.
Now, I'm so sorry. I think you best be leaving, as you can't sit around and just chat all day, can you?
We'll be
I
on our
suppose
way.
not.
Okay.